A. Cruz just asked, do you guys remember the cartoon called Pro Stars? Yes, I do.
We talked about the last.
Yeah, I think it wasn't the last show. It was like a few shows.
No, it was last show.
Oh, last show we talked about Pro Stars?
Because we talked about who were our idols.
Because like Bo Jackson was in it, Michael Jordan. Was Jordan in it?
So we should.
Was Hulk Hogan in that?
I should correct it because I screwed it up.
Yeah.
I thought Tyson was in it, but Tyson's not in it.
No. It was
it's Bo Jackson, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, that's it. Pro Stars. Yes, we do remember that.
Mike Tyson had mystery something where he solved mysteries.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember that. I remember Mike Tyson having an animated thing, but I have no idea what it was about.
I'm pretty sure it was a mystery show.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Good. Those good old
But Pro Stars guy?
Pro Stars was hype, yeah.
That was my show, guy.
Yeah, do you remember, was there a wrestling one? Wasn't there a wrestling one with Hulk Hogan?
Yes.
And
Hulk Hogan had his own show too.
yeah, he had his own like animated show, right?
Yes.
Like it was like, but it was a bunch of wrestlers. It was like Macho Man and whoever else. Like there's all I remember is Hogan.
Eat your vitamins.
And then Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh, that game is.
Remember Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
Yes, I do.
Fucking punching up to the guy and you get all the way to Mike Tyson.
And the thing about Mike Tyson was, he couldn't even touch you.
Yeah.
And you had to like, and he was just like,
boom,
boom, boom, boom, and you had to time it.
Yeah.
And then when he stopped, hit him. And then whoa.
Yeah.
Like he was hard.
Yo, let's do this right now. Since you brought up that and you put it in for us, give me of all time your top 3 video games.
Whew.
Thanks, AJ. You led us to this question. This is a good question, huh?
Oh wow, yeah, this is a good question.
Your top 3 video games of all time.
Oh man, NBA Live, which is dead now.
Yeah.
But back in the day,
NBA Jam.
No,
NBA
Live.
Okay, NBA Live. Yeah.
Because now it's 2K, right?
Yeah.
But back in the day, NBA Live ran shit.
Yeah, it was.
And then it got to a point where they started putting out the same game.
Yeah.
And people were like, yo, listen, we play this all the time.
Yeah,
this is the same game. You just change up some names and some outfits.
Yeah.
And then 2K took over.
Yeah.
But before 2K, NBA Live, yo, that was the game.
So that's your number 1.
It's one of them.
Or it's in your top 3.
It's in my top 3.
So this is no particular order. You just
No, I'm just naming off games that I love.
What else you got?
I can't even lie to you, guy. I love a good Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And the old Call of Duty.
See, like
so there was an old one. The old Call of Duties, they had zombies, right?
Yeah.
And there was this one particular game which you rode a bus around to different areas.
Yeah.
And then you'd get off and you'd go do what you had to do. And then the main thing in this was
Cruise's NBA shooter.
You had to go into a cornfield
and
do some stuff. But while you're doing stuff, zombies are coming through the corn.
Yeah. Yo, they show up through the corn. Yeah.
That game was dope.
Yeah.
That particular.
That exact one.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Where you had to get on the bus and.
All right. And so what would be your third if those are the first?
God. There's so many games, but I can't if you you one game and you don't give me time to think. It's Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's my number 1.
You know what I mean? Mario Kart is my go-to. My kids is like, let's play Mario Kart.
Yeah, we play Mario Kart to this day too.
You know what I mean?
My daughter and I still play Mario Kart.
But I have to give an honorable mention. Yeah. Because this one's hard, but Bond. I was a big Bond guy. The old Bond.
The old Bond from the Nintendo.
Yeah. Where you had the different levels.
Yeah, it wasn't called Bond, it's called 007.
There you go.
007, yeah.
The split screen.
Yeah. I remember that. See, I'm aging myself when I do give you my top 3. Well, it's not even aging myself.
Atari.
Yeah, but
Pac-Man.
No, well, not quite. But I never played
Donkey Kong.
I never played Call of Duty and any of these things. I never had any of the newer systems.
Right.
Where you can go online and play with everybody else. My video games basically stopped when that stuff started. I never really played video games. So my number 1 game is Mario Kart.
Right.
I love Mario Kart to this day. Me and the boys used to get together, bring a few bottles of coffee, and sit down and just be sipping our coffee, talking shit, just chips everywhere, order pizza, and sit and have a 4-screen split screen.
Oh yeah, trust me, guys.
And play Mario Kart,
yes,
for fucking 6-8 hours, and just be sitting chilling, not doing anything else, man.
Yes,
like those memes where like your wife is like, he's probably out cheating on me or whatever. And meanwhile, it's just like 8 guys, winner stays on. And we're just playing Mario Kart for fucking 8 hours.
Yo, I love that.
You know what I mean?
You get 3 new victims.
Yep. And then, so Mario Kart's my number 1. For me, NBA Jam. Like,
okay,
it goes to the NBA Jam. Where it's just the 2 players. Like, I played that so much. And I loved that game. Loved it.
The problem I have with that game is they gave you too many cheat options.
Yeah.
So you could, like, dunk for the 3-point line.
Yeah. Especially when you got on fire.
When you got on fire, you didn't miss a 3.
Never. Yeah.
Even if you couldn't shoot 3s, you didn't miss a 3, guy.
Yeah, I love NBA Jam. And another game that I played so much that I loved. And I can't actually remember the name of it, but it was a racing game. And excuse me. It wasn't a video game that I had,
right?
But it was at the corner store that I had. It was like an arcade kind of game.
Gotcha.
So I would go and spend all my quarters on it. You might remember the name of it if I tell you. It's a car that drives, and you can get like oil slick, and like the car behind you can do it out, and then you get like things that come out from the side of your car, and you can bump cars off the road,
right?
And you get smoke screen.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of that game, but I played it so much as a kid. Like every time I had like $5 and I didn't have much to do with it, I'd make the whole $5 into quarters, and I'd spend hours at my local corner store
playing this game.
Just there, they had 2 games, one there and one this way in the window.
Right.
And you can just go in the corner store and just stand in the window, and then play these video games. They had 2 things, and I played it so much, and I can't remember the name of that game. Zero. I'm not sure if it wasn't called Zero, if that's what you're saying. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. I'm gonna have to look it up. Yeah. But it was a car that just drove, and the street is like going down. You know, like you're just driving straight up,
and you're
going like this and stuff, and cars are coming all over the place and stuff. And you had to get like pick up stuff. You powered up and got like oil slick. So you go in front of a car and you just let out the oil slick, and and veers off the road. You know, like it's a real old school kind of arcadey game.
Right.
But I loved it. Like it's still a game to this day. If I ever get that, I'm playing for hours on end and never getting bored. Like I fucking loved it. Mario Kart,
Donkey Kong.
I didn't play a lot of Donkey Kong actually, but when the first Mario came out, my honorable mention is like the first Mario. It was kind of like Zelda in the thing, like the first kind of Mario where you could just like live in a world. It was kind of 3D-ish.
Yeah.
That first Mario, I spent like months just sitting there and playing, because you had to like wander around this world, and sometimes you just got lost. There was no internet to be like, hey, how do I get out of this level?
Oh my god!
You had to go and finally you're just jumping, and all of a sudden you jump and then you hit a thing, and you get like the star.
You just made me think of. Do you know how many times I was playing a game where I got stuck?
Yeah.
And it's like you get to like level 3 and then you can't beat level 3.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Like which type of game though? Like that type of living in a world game?
Yeah, like a Zelda.
Like a Zelda or something.
You're going around and you're making things, you're buying things, whatnot.
Yeah. So Cruz, the game that I'm talking about was an arcade game. I would be standing playing it in the arcade. I'm looking at the screen and the car is basically driving up. There's no real graphics, just a car on the screen.
Right. And
you're basically going side to side, and you can go up higher and stuff when you go faster.
Yeah.
And whatever. I'm just trying to explain it to Cruz to see if he could like look it up for me or whatever. But anyhow, the Mario game was like that. Like that's what I spent hours and hours and hours lost on like one level, and then you're just running around jumping. And then Mario, remember when you jump, you can hit a brick.
Yeah.
Like an invisible one.
Yeah.
So I spent and there was no way to look it up, unless you had a friend that had the game and found it first. You would never find it. So you just have to like run around, and all of a sudden you'd hit one brick and you'd get the star. And you become thing, and then you can bust through a gate or something like that. But you couldn't get through the gate unless you found that star. And I spent like 2 weeks just starting over the game, playing all the way up to the level again, and getting there and getting lost, and then
start over again,
jumping and doing whatever, and then I finally found a fucking star. So, but to be honest, that game I spent so much time on. You know, like I played that very first Mario game where you were like in a world like Zelda, or in a world like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You're just in this world. You can go anywhere, and it's kind of 3D-ish.
You know what I heard they're doing for Mario Kart? They're making it like an open world game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can go in there and race whatever, or you can just drive around.
Or just drive around the city.
It's like GTA.
Yeah, just drive around.
They're just like make it open so you don't have to do any missions, but you can just kind of like
just drive around Mario Land.
Pretty much.
Or whatever it's called.
But I feel like if you're doing that, you have some invested interest in the game.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just doing that for no reason.
Yeah.
So,
well, there's got to be a goal to it.
Yeah.
Like driving around the world, not doing anything. Like maybe you got to go drive to the Princess Palace and save her from.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. But
Doozer. What's the bad guy's name? Not Doozer. But,
Bowser.
Bowser. That's it. Things like that. Maybe if there's missions like that are in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's missions like that. It's like open world concept. So.
Yeah. But I think that'll be pretty cool. I mean, ultimately, the racing game, nothing will ever beat it.
But I think you still race. Just now, you can be outside of the race and do little missions and stuff, right?
That'll be fun. I'd be okay with that because I'm such a huge Mario Kart.
I love Mario Kart, so yes,
I'd play it. Just a thing. I really want to get into like the Call of Duty and all that stuff now because our boy Marlon, who you guys know, friend of the show. Excuse me. Plays a lot still. Like I don't even know if it's Call of Duty or if it's a different one.
No, he plays a different one. I can't remember what it's called.
One time I went to his place and I was just chilling. I just went there to just like chill out for the evening because I was bored with no child.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mar, I'm coming up.
Right.
And I went up and he's like, I'm just sitting here playing video games. I'm like, yo, you continue to play. I'll just watch. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know? I'm taking a little sip of my coffee. We took a little puffity puff.
Yeah.
And then you're just sitting there and just like, it's fun, guys. And I was watching the game. I'm like, yo, and he's explaining as he goes.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, see, I'm meeting up my team. I'm doing this. And like, we're trying to take over this map. So little by little, and he goes, look at the messages. They're sending me messages like, yo, we're meeting in B zone.
Right.
And then we'll meet up in B zone and we'll try and overrun it. And then you got to leave guys back to hold it because people are still coming trying to take it back over even though you took it.
Oh.
So you got to leave guys back.
Capture the flag. That's what he's playing.
Yeah, but
so basically capture the flag is once you take over an area.
Yeah.
Then the other team is going to come try and recapture it.
Yeah. Your goal is to get like 90% of the map or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
just go around.
And then there's certain areas that you're going to that you don't know yet. It's not mapped out. So it's only getting mapped out as you go because you have no idea. You know the rough terrain basically, but and like as it's getting mapped, he's showing me it's getting mapped out. And I was like, yo, this is amazing.
Yes.
You know, it's so intricate. And then you can at a certain point you can just you're like, yo, it's far to get there, and then you just like jump, like you fucking kill somebody and jump in their tank and take the tank over.
Or you take the plane or the helicopter or whatever.
Yeah, like you jump in a helicopter and take it over. It's so cool, man. Like those type of games eventually I like to get into. And you can play those forever because you can just go on, join a team.
Or you can play by yourself.
Yeah.
What I usually do is play by myself because I stink.
Yeah.
And usually my team is like, I'm bait.
Yeah.
So
hey, like, Jay, go see what's in there.
That's what they do. Jay, go down around the corner. We got your back.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do I gotta go?
Did they ever tell you?
Because you stink.
Yeah. Did they ever tell you the time our buddy Lawrence, also a friend of the show, Lawrence was, I used to live with Lawrence. And one day in the middle of the night, I woke up. And to get a glass of water, I come out, I go to the kitchen. And I see him with the glow of the TV on him sitting on the couch. And he's like this. He's clearly holding a controller.
Right.
You know, so I was like, yo, what's up? I just said, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
And no answer. And I pour my water and I turn back around. I look at him. I'm like, yo, what's going on? No answer. He's just sitting there like this. Mm-hmm. And that time the TV used to be just a little bit tilted, so I can't see what's on the TV. It's just like tilted a little bit away from thing. So I'm like, yo, is this guy out? You know, so I don't know. I just walked around the kitchen and I go to see what he's doing. And he's sitting there. He's playing Batman in the same kind of world like what we're talking about.
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, he's playing like a Batman. And he's sitting there sleeping and he's got his finger on the button. And Batman is in a corner like this, guy. Batman's in a corner like this.
Okay, so you see what
Just
you
like, just in the middle of some
Listen.
room that he was in, he was asleep with his finger on the button, and Batman is just
running
in a corner. He couldn't go.
So there's times where I'm playing the video games like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And I come across that.
Yeah.
Where like I'm like, you're searching and then he's like, oh, there's a guy over there.
Some guy's just in the
And
corner.
then you're like, let me sneak up on him. And we sneak up. This is what happened. He's like facing the corner and he's
And
like
just running.
He's like this.
So some guy fell asleep.
So me, I'm an a-hole.
Get your knife out.
Sometimes. But I'll go right up to him.
Yeah.
And then put my gun right up to his face and wait for him to wake up. Because sometimes when you do that,
Yeah.
They wake up.
Oh, it's like a jolt to the.
And then you see,
Yeah. Batman.
Give you a chance.
Batman was in
Nuts.
the corner running, and I bet you he was sleeping for like more than an hour. Batman was just in the corner, just
That's hilarious.
running in the corner, guy. Just, I love that story. I don't know why that made me laugh. I laughed so hard,
I've been there, guys.
and then just went back to sleep, and left him. I didn't wake him. I didn't do anything.
I've been there. I've been playing a video game, and it's like, what wakes me up is me getting shot because my controller's rumbling.
Yeah, the controller jolts. Yeah.
And I'm like looking around, and it's like, oh.
Did you ever used to go home from? We work nights at the place that we work. Did you ever used to go home and get right on and play with some of the boys who were on night shift, going home and running some thing? Yeah.
With Marlon.
Yeah. Oh, with Marlon.
Yes, and
Chico and them. Yeah.
Oh, Chico is like so. Chico is. Chico.
An asshole?
Yes. See, Marlon is like, he's all tactical, so he'll be on there like, yo, all right, we're gonna flank this guy. Chico's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Chico's that guy.
Running guns blazing?
No, he's not even running. Chico's that guy who sneaks around corners.
Yeah.
To where, like, let's say you're like in the game and you're watching here.
Yeah.
Okay? You're like, yo, if somebody comes in my range, I'm gonna shoot them. Chico now, he'll run all the way around the map.
Yeah.
Run, so he can come up behind you.
Yeah.
So you're like this.
Yeah.
And then like.
Then pop.
Yes.
And you're done.
But we would talk.
Yeah.
So Chico would be the asshole, would be like, yo, Jay, turn around.
Hey, Vato, turn around, yeah.
And then you're like, huh? I was like, you bastard. Good old days.
Funny shit. Yeah.
Yo, we used to come home and like there would be like a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like Bones.
Yeah.
Marlon, we're talking Chico,
and
yourself. Then me, and then some other people like their boys.
Yeah.
Like there sometimes a group of like 10 of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes we would play on opposite teams, but when we played on the same team, dude, it was over for the other team.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, because these guys are like, I would just follow Chico. Yeah. That's what I did. Chico, I'll follow you.
Yeah.
Me and I with my gun,
yeah.
and I just following Chico around. Because Chico is
I'm your backup, yo.
Not even, because I'm getting shot first.
Yeah.
Chico's that guy. He's like, oh, someone's going to shoot me? Move away, and then meet me. I'm running.
Yeah.
He's like, thanks, Jay. And I'm like,
that's funny.
But good old days, man.
Yeah, man.
We used to come home, play for like hours, guys. Sometimes I come home, it's like 12 o'clock. I'm like, yo, I gotta go to bed. We've been playing for like 4 hours.
4 hours after a night shift.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But there's so many jokes.
Yeah.
With these guys talking, like, I couldn't get them come off, guys.
Yeah.
I couldn't come off.
See,
fun times though.
That's why I never did those things, because I have an addictive personality, and if I got on, that's it. I'm playing forever.
Yo,
nobody would ever see me.
Those times of Call of Duty, I remember getting hand cramps. My hand would do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I gotta come off, because it would literally freeze like this. What's going on? My fingers would be like this. No, it'd be like this.
Like somebody we know. Yeah. Lowlands.